Your cat is allergic to you, not the other way around. You, the person who feeds them, loves them, lets them sleep on your face at 3 a.m. And the worst part, they can't tell you. They just suffer in silence. And most owners never even find out. Let's talk about that. We've all heard of people being allergic to cats. It's one of the most common pet allergies in the world. But almost nobody talks about what happens when the cat is the one having the reaction, when the very human they've bonded with becomes the source of their discomfort. It sounds impossible, right? It sounds like a cruel joke from nature. But it's real. It's more common than you'd think. And once you understand why it happens, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. So here's where the story begins. Cats, just like humans, have immune systems. That immune system is supposed to protect them. It's supposed to look at something entering the body and decide friend or threat. Most of the time it gets it right. Dust mite, threat. Chicken in a bowl, friend. But sometimes, for reasons scientists are still working to fully understand, the immune system makes a mistake, a big one. It looks at something completely harmless and decides it's an invader. It panics, it fires up a whole defense response, and the body pays the price. That's what an allergy is, a case of mistaken identity inside the immune system. Now here's where it gets interesting. Humans shed skin cells constantly, every single hour of every single day. We're basically walking snow globes of dead skin. These tiny flakes are called dander, and they float through the air, settle on furniture, embed themselves in fabric, and yes, they land on your cat. They get into your cat's fur. Your cat breathes them in. And for some cats, the immune system looks at your dander and decides this is the enemy. Your cat can become allergic to your skin. But it doesn't stop there, because humans also produce sweat, oils, and a protein found in our saliva. When you pet your cat, you're transferring all of this onto their fur. Your sweat, your skin oils, the microscopic traces of everything your body produces. And for a sensitive cat, even a gentle petting session can be quietly triggering a reaction. Think about how often you touch your cat. Think about how much of you ends up on them every single day. For a cat with this kind of allergy, living with their owner is like living inside the thing they're allergic to. Now, let's talk about what this actually looks like, because this is where owners get confused. A cat who is allergic to their human doesn't sneeze dramatically and run away. It's not that obvious. The symptoms are subtle, easy to miss, easy to mistake for something else entirely. The cat might scratch more than usual, not in one spot, but all over, restlessly, like they can't get comfortable in their own skin. Their coat might look dull or patchy. You might notice small scabs or red patches, especially on the head and neck where they groom the most. Their eyes might water, they might sneeze occasionally, they might seem quieter, less playful, a little withdrawn. And here's the heartbreaking part. These are the same cats that still come to you for comfort, still curl up on your lap, still headbutt your hand for attention, because they don't know that you're the source. They just know they don't feel great, and you are their safe place. That contrast, the love and the allergic reaction existing side by side, is one of the most quietly devastating things about this condition. Now, the science gets even more fascinating when you look at which cats are most vulnerable. Research shows that cats with certain genetic backgrounds are more prone to developing environmental allergies, and humans fall under the umbrella of environmental allergens. Breeds like Siamese, Abyssinian, and Devon Rex have higher rates of skin sensitivity and allergic conditions. But honestly, any cat can develop this. Mixed breeds, rescue cats, cats that have been perfectly healthy for years and then suddenly aren't. Because allergies can develop over time. A cat might live with you for 3 years with no problems, and then slowly the immune system starts to shift. Repeated exposure can actually make the reaction stronger, not weaker. So a cat that tolerated your presence just fine at age 2 might be reacting to you by age 5. The allergy didn't always exist, it grew. That's one of the reasons this condition gets missed so often. Owners don't think something has changed because nothing obvious has. Same house, same routine, same food. But inside the cat, the immune system has quietly been building a case against something it encounters every single day. There's also a layer to this that most people never consider. Humans change. We switch laundry detergents, and suddenly the fabric we wear smells different. We change shampoos, and the chemical residue on our skin is different. We start a new medication, and our sweat composition actually shifts. We come home from somewhere and carry new environmental particles on our clothes. Every one of these changes is a potential new allergen entering your cat's world. Your cat is living with an ever-evolving chemical environment, and that environment is largely made of you. There's a study that explored how cats respond to consistent human contact over time, and what they found was striking. Cats in close, frequent contact with their owners showed higher rates of skin-related allergic symptoms than cats with less contact. The bond that owners thought was good for their cat, the constant physical closeness, could actually be making the sensitive ones worse. That's not to say you should stop loving your cat. Please don't stop loving your cat. But it does mean that more affection isn't always more better when it comes to physical contact with an allergic animal. So what does a vet actually do when a cat comes in with these symptoms? The diagnostic process is genuinely fascinating. Vets start by ruling things out: parasites, fungal infections, food allergies. Yes, cats can be allergic to their food too, which adds another layer of complexity because you might be treating a food allergy while a human dander allergy is also quietly happening. Peeling back these layers takes time and patience. Intradermal testing, where tiny amounts of potential allergens are injected just under the skin to see which ones cause a reaction, can be done in cats just like in humans. And when human dander is on that test panel and the cat reacts to it, the diagnosis becomes undeniable. This animal is allergic to people. Treatment usually involves antihistamines, which block the part of the immune response that causes symptoms, steroids for more severe cases, fatty acid supplements that strengthen the skin barrier and make it harder for allergens to cause a reaction, and something called immunotherapy, which is the long game. Tiny doses of the allergen are given over time, gradually training the cat's body to stop seeing you as a threat. Immunotherapy takes months, sometimes years, but for cats that respond well, it can genuinely change their quality of life. It can turn a suffering animal into a comfortable one. And the fact that this treatment exists means there is hope, real hope, for cats and owners stuck in this difficult situation. Here's something that should make you stop and think. Every single indoor cat is exposed to human dander every day. Every single one, but only some of them react. That means there's something specific happening in the immune systems of sensitive cats that doesn't happen in others. Scientists are still untangling exactly what that is. Some researchers believe it comes down to the diversity of what the immune system was exposed to early in life. Kittens raised in environments with lots of different animals, people, smells, and textures may develop more flexible immune systems. Kittens raised in sterile, isolated environments may develop immune systems that are more prone to overreaction. This is called the hygiene hypothesis, and it's the same theory used to explain why allergies have become more common in humans too. We cleaned up our world, and our immune systems got confused. There's also an emotional dimension here that science is only beginning to explore. Cats are sensitive to stress, and chronic allergic reactions cause chronic stress. A cat that's always slightly uncomfortable, always a little itchy, always a little inflamed, is a cat running on a low-level stress response. And chronic stress in cats causes behavioral changes. They become more anxious, more reactive, sometimes more aggressive. They sleep more, they play less. So the owner sees a cat that seems distant or moody or less affectionate, and they wonder what they did wrong. They don't realize the cat is physically suffering, that the withdrawal isn't personal, it's pain. There is something quietly profound about this whole situation. A creature that has evolved over thousands of years to live alongside humans, that has adapted so completely to our world that it reads our emotions, learns our schedules, responds to our voices, and yet, in some cases, the human body itself becomes the thing that makes them sick. It's not a betrayal, it's just biology. Imperfect, strange, astonishing biology. The same immune system that protects your cat from real threats sometimes gets the wiring crossed on harmless ones, and the harmless one, in this case, happens to be the person who loves them most. If you're watching this and suddenly wondering about your own cat, here's what to pay attention to. Persistent scratching that isn't explained by fleas, recurring skin irritation, especially around the face and neck, watery eyes that come and go, a coat that doesn't look quite right, and symptoms that seem to get worse after close contact with people. None of these alone is a diagnosis, but all of them together, especially if they've appeared gradually over time, are worth a conversation with your vet. Bring it up. Mention that you've heard cats can be allergic to humans. Watch their face. Most vets will nod because they've seen it. It's more common than the conversation around it suggests. The gap between how often this happens and how rarely we talk about it is strange. Maybe it's because the idea is uncomfortable. We want to believe that our presence is purely good for our pets, that love is enough, that proximity equals comfort. And most of the time, it is. But not always. And knowing that, really sitting with that truth, is the first step toward actually helping an animal that can't explain its own suffering. Your cat loves you, that part isn't in question, but loving you and thriving around you are two different things, and some cats are quietly managing a gap between the two every single day, without a single word. The most powerful thing you can do for an animal that can't speak is to pay attention, to notice the small things, to take the subtle signs seriously, to walk into your vet's office and say, "I think something might be wrong," even before you're certain, because your cat would do anything to make you feel better. The least we can do is try to return the favor.